I'm always going through something trying to understand all this new type technology. When I was a kid, we didn't have phones and cars and everything. We were barely driving back then. And so how you put it, I try to relate to the people, all rational way. But sometimes I have trouble trying to relate to this new generation with all this new type technology out there. I'm looking at my ragged mouth now. Gotta have the dentures and everything else done. But you know, it's time for me to go. I'm 73 years old. And some kind of way, I got to pass that fear of dying. But sometimes I think that age bring that to you if you can get God in your life. But in getting God in your life, that means you have to turn loose the world. Because he said, try to tell people everything in the world is going to pass away. And I think that was one of the greatest things that I've done. I've turned loose the world. And when you hear me say, I turned loose the world, I care about people in a sense. I care about them. And I don't like to see them do things that might carry them to hell and stuff like that. But I still have to recognize the ones that for God and the one that's working with the devil. Me, myself, I worship, but I'm talking about my actions, how I was raised and things that I done. All my life, I've been, how you say it? I followed the devil's path. Didn't believe in none of the religion and stuff. Only when I started going through some hard tribulation, did God touch me and help me. And that's what it seemed like. He done for me. I know I got all these things up here, videos and stuff trying to relate to people through my experiences that kept me from God. And I try with the best of my ability to try to be honest and relate a lot of experiences that I had that kept me from getting close to God. I remember the time, only thing I thought and lived was bad. But through some tribulation, I touched my heart. They got a saying that I think that to him. And God said he searched the realms of the heart to see if you're a righteous person. So that's what made me start concentrating on trying to fill my heart. I'm I'm gonna skip around in a lot of this conversation, so cause sometimes stuff come to me and I have to say it right then and there. Otherwise, it's like something always deep down inside you, trying to make you be different, make you say something different. And you see, I'm trying to pull the wrinkles out my I'm trying to pull the wrinkles out my shirt. But that ain't what it's about. What this whole thing is about, you're trying to be a good, righteous person. You know, God said, He searched the realms of the heart when He began to weigh you to see if you were there going to heaven. Ain't nothing on the face of the earth more important than that. Now the heart, boy, the heart is hard to feel. Yeah, you can watch your kids get hurt and feel your heart. You can see somebody happen to them and you feel your heart. But God wants you to feel your heart. Faith of a mustard seed. Till that mountain will move and that mountain will get up and go. And forgiveness. That's just on to me, it's just on those steps of your heart. A lot of people die for not being able to feel forgiveness. And I catch the devil trying to understand. I'm skipping around now, because when stuff come to me, I try to talk about it, because it'll come and go, because I'm 73. I catch the devil trying to understand. How can this guy kill all them people, women, children, everything, and I'm looking at destroying the country. I get the devil trying to understand, why would he want that? But then I come back and look at some of the things that are happening right here now. With all the riots and with all this killing and everything that people try to make such a fuss about. But then when you look at what we're going through, this thing here, killing babies, killing women, killing everybody. I can't understand it. And the thing that makes it seem so bad to me is that I've gone through that 15, 16, 20, 30, 40, 50. I've gone through all that. And now it's time for me to die. And most all these people who's in charge of everything, I can't understand how they can't see that their time done came too. It's time for all of them to die. But why would you want to hurt the youth and try to, instead of trying to tell them something positive and how to make it through this, this thing that we just gone through, instead of trying to help them, why would you want to destroy them? And that thing, what they say, money is the root of all evil. They keep flashing this billionaire or something, whatever year, around here on TV. And I don't care what. After a while, he gonna be of an age with the money, and then they're gonna mean into, and it's time for him to die. But maybe they know something that I don't know. my philosophy about right and wrong. If you do wrong, you go burn. If you do righteous, you live forever and ever and ever. Maybe they know something different than I know, and that's why they don't seem to worry about how many people they kill, how many families they hurt, and stuff like that. I was a bad person a lot of my life. And I didn't know nothing about religion. And a lot of times I found out when that devil jumped in me, he used my heart, and I had left stairs to certain parts of my life. When I say I left stairs, I mean the stuff that when I didn't know, the thing that I did bad. And with the devil being knowledgeable about every second that you ever done and everything you ever done in that, he step on this one when he wanted to come into you, step on the next one, and then he'll step on the next one until he get what he wanted, and then he try to put a feeling within you to make you think it's you feeling that way, so you be caught. You be caught. Then he run on back wherever God got him and trying to win this battle between right and wrong. But to me, if you don't understand that part of this here life system that we are in, you always gonna lose. That's why you have to know about that struggle between right and wrong. But majority of the people, they live for the day. And some of them with the money, they live for 30 and 40 and 50 years, as long as the money is stacked up. But I tell you, I just lived through it, and I'm 73. Ain't nothing left for me but the graveyard. I looked at a picture. The other day. My wife said, that's us. Jesus Christ. I said, what happened to me? I said, what happened to me? Look how ugly. I said, look how ugly I am. But you can't stay there. You have to turn it loose. Because I done had my life. And God, he found some mercy on me. I think I'm going to go to heaven. I check my heart and see if anything dirty. Don't hate nobody. Ain't got them feelings that these small ups and downs keep pushing out here in the world, trying to catch the young people. We got past that. Hate, all hatred. You gotta know that's one of the main things that take you to the place where you burn forever. Now, if the philosophy is dead wrong, I can understand. But who want to take a chance to see if a philosophy that you've been taught for most of your life is wrong? I like to look at that as right. Jesus gave his life so that we can live for eternity. So that's the one I try to stay with. Now, if I die and it's different, I still think I'm going to be right. I do. I don't believe nothing is more powerful than God. I don't care what philosophy that the people use to get to God. But that's what I believe. Our supreme being is God. And he always seemed to step into my life when I'm trying to get closer and closer to him. Because I remember the times when I didn't accept him at all. That's why I walked such a dirty, nasty road and did some things that I'm embarrassed about today. Nothing so drastic that, that I didn't come out that's in a good way, but everything I come out pretty well all right, but they still was bad intentions and everything there. I had my scrapes and my bruises all the way down through there when you're trying to be young and learn this thing about life and how to carry yourself. But I feel like I made it. I love God and I search my heart. Ain't there nobody I hate. I don't hate no white people. I don't hate no black people. I don't hate the people over in Russia, and I don't hate them Ukrainian people. I just don't hate people. Nobody of this of this world do I hate. I search my heart. Well, how you know about y'all? I concentrate on the emotions from the inside out. How you concentrate on emotions? Well, I know about faith. Faith is something come from the inside out. If you had the faith of a mustard seed, you could tell that mountain to move, and it will. I know about charity. Charity. Oh yeah, they go that person that's so down and out, passing out crosses over at every intersection looking for a donation. I always try to feel that one. And one of the most powerful ones is forgiveness. That forgiveness is one of the best ones that any man can have. I know about that one. I know about forgiveness. I don't know, I thought I heard some noise about it. I little neat somewhere back there. But most of the time, the young people got a long way to go before they learn about God. That's how I was. I was just like all of them. Couldn't get to God for nothing in the world because soon as that little awareness started coming to them, they always take the wrong way. I did it. That's why it took me 40, 50 years to get out of it. And I imagine that's probably what's going to take them that long to get out of it too. Because the thing from the outside in comes at you and try to cover your heart so you can't see the thing from the inside out. That's that lusting at people, women, and that's all the other stuff that comes from the outside in that stimulates your emotions, not to the death of the heart, but they go to the outside of the heart and they come from the outside in, trying to get down in the heart, but it can't get down there because you have to give up something, and God sit down in your heart, and that's why you have trouble trying to get there because most of the time the devil already been ran up through there. Remember them steps. That's what he be trying to get down to this, but he can't. And that's why he always loses the big battle. The big one when it comes, It's like what God said, this time I'm going to save 65,000. You think 65,000 is a lot of people, but there's billions of people in the world now. All of them going to be burning. Then sometimes I said, where you put all these burning oil? I use my imagination. Then I start thinking about the things of the world. Then I see all these red planets and all this stuff, hot lava planets and everything. That's where that's probably where he'll put most of the bad in different things like that. But me myself, I don't know that part of it. But I can use my imagination to see where he can easily sit a lot of people in some billions and billions of years. He could do again or whatever he wanted to do. But one thing I know, since I done found out about God, that's all I own. And some of the biggest traps that trapped me, that tied me to the world, was the emotions from the outside in. And most of them were them 5 senses. And my daughter come telling me, you got 6 senses. I said, what you about 6 senses? That imagination. And that imagination, you have to be real careful, because it's one of the roots to all evil. And then you be running around here trying to get the money, trying to do this and trying to be a righteous person. And things always seem that don't go right for you. But you have to understand that there is a God and there is a devil. And that devil gonna be at you just like God there. Only different thing, you have to make the decision. You born in sin and wrapped in iniquity. You gotta make it. That's what I didn't do. But I didn't have no parents with the time. My parents were busy trying to work, trying to do, and they were tied to the world one way or the other. Where emotions had took my mama away from us. Ever since what? About 3.5 years she went to St. Pete. So we had to kind of raise ourselves. And that's what put you at such a bad place in life. And especially being black with the prejudice. I remember the guy threw an egg and hit me in the chest. I was a little, about 7 or 8, walking from across that track. Never forgot it too. But see, on stuff like that, what you think I'm supposed to do? If I'm gonna be with God, what you think I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to forgive. That's why forgiveness sit down at the doorstep of your heart. You cannot let that spur the feeling of hatred. All the things that God tell you to grab and put in your bullets in your gun, here go your bullets: forgiveness, faith, hope, charity. All them kind of bullets supposed to be in your gun. Not that hatred. Hatred is one of the worst things that you can experience, and you can't get rid of it for a long time. And you don't know when. They got that black knight running around through here. You know what I mean? The black knight, I'm talking about that thing that takes your life. And God let it take you, because you got nothing but dirt and nastiness all around you. And he can see from the beginning to the end. And he see you don't be made no arrangements to try to get close to him. At least try to feel some kind of charity for the people begging. At least feel some kind of charity for all them people who they getting all bummed up, babies and kids. All them people getting all killed. Let me tell you something, I know this ain't gonna upset a lot of people. And I'm going to be honest with you. I was in the service, and that's where I thought I was going to get my life in Vietnam. And it hurt me to my heart, because I felt that feeling. So it hurt me to my heart. This thing where they keep threatening us with nuclear weapons, we all gonna go anyway. We gonna die. And ain't no way we could get out of there. But what did Jesus say on the cross, on that last statement? Father, forgive them. You see where forgiveness comes? For they know not what they do. If you sit back and don't want to try to help them people in a positive way, I wouldn't care if half of the country gone, half of your country, half of theirs. If you don't try to help them, why do you think God gonna help you? Why? And it's time to go to hell now. But I can't go nowhere. The big boats, the this, the that. I can't. You have to be in your heart. You have to be in your heart. That seems to be the hardest thing for man, and especially modern man, to get in your heart. I feel so sorry for him. I see what it took for me. I did some stupid thing. I walked out my house and my drawer one day. I was teasing my dog about it. I did some stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. But that was the road I had to walk. Look how I am now. Look how I am. I love God. And I give my life for God. I don't have no fear of dying. I get a few dollars here and there, but I ain't got no whole bunch of money and floating around here like, ooh, Jesus Christ, what they said the guy had? One of the richest men in the world, and he up here spurting hatred? I don't think nothing on this earth is worth you sacrificing your life to the devil. Well, the devil is the kind of thing to sit around there and right and wrong, right and wrong, right and wrong. Now that's exactly how I see it. That's why I said if I had to die for my country, I would. I did that. Amen. On the record. Yes, he say on board. Hey, volunteered to go to Vietnam. I wasn't running nowhere to Canada or doing this, I felt this feeling of going there and finna die. In there, because the Viet Cong was kind of rough. But that's what I said I was ready to give my life. That's one of them things that how Jesus said, if you give your life for righteousness, you surely save your life. You surely save it. And I believe that. The only thing I do is live around now, my old man, and try to stay in my heart. I don't want this to come knocking at my door. I'm out there in the world. I want to be stuck way back in my heart with faith, hope, charity, forgiveness. Those things I want to be around. Treat people like you want to be treated. Don't have no kind of love for nobody who want to kill hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. But you know, after a while, you're going to be 80 and then 90 if you live that long. How would he think? How would he feel after all these things? How he told the world, how all the women he put in the position to be raped and everything else. How do you think when he faced God? When he faced God, oh, we're trying to turn Russia back how it used to be. That ain't his job. Just stick with righteousness and help the poor and bring people together. And when it comes to people ripping and running and acting crazy, Black Lives Matter, try to understand them. If it comes to reparations, to try to help people get more and more on their feet, do it. Care about our people. Probably some people think I'm a little stupid because I would love for the whole world to be one nation. And we got a board to make sure the North country, South country, and everything there, East, West, all of them is a part of it. And everybody functioning in a righteous type way and care about people. That's how I wish could be. And no prejudice. But I can actually see it in the future if it be here. How people coming together now, that ain't hard to wish for. Wish everybody was treated the same and equal. But getting people to be like that is hard just because they have nothing about turning loose the world. And that's all God. Turn it loose, because it's going to pass away. And then, I want to tell you one other thing too. They are the stupidest. This is this. I ain't seen that much, but this is the stupidest thing bunch of people I ever seen. Now they are the stupidest people that I ever seen. White, black, and all that, skinning with the people. I don't know how they got here, the difference in so many people. I don't know how they different colors and everything, but I know for a fact that ain't but one thing gonna live that's deep down in our heart right now, and it lives forever. Here, or in hell, or wherever, it lives forever. And it ain't no. I wish somebody can come tell me what color is the soul. You know, the preachers will tell you the soul is the thing that's gonna live forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. The soul. The soul. Oh, is it a white soul and a black soul? We ain't went through that yet, but for we know the soul is different from everything. The races of people and everything. The soul is different. And you walk around hating this here thing here because they black, and no sooner they die, that stuff's that blackness and everything else gonna be gone. But you around here worried about what there is now. You got to get in your heart, and you got to get down there fast, because you got that global warming and you got everything else that's coming after us. And ain't nothing left but death. Ain't nothing left but death. Yeah, I know people like me and people like a lot of people who be prosecuted with this unfair government thing that they got in the world, and all this unfairness on the poor people, and they eat every day, and got African people over there can't eat, can't sleep, can't hardly do nothing, and they're kind of ignorant, and you don't even have no feeling about them being ignorant and you sitting up there with the knowledge they have and the power is in your hand. But then the power is in your hand, but then when God come down, you expect whoever has the power to do the right thing. But when God comes, oh, you had the power, but you ain't use it. And you want God to say, okay, don't send me to hell. Stupid. These are the stupidest people I ever seen. And it's right there in their hand. And just like this guy with all that money. Oh, he's the richest man in the world. He gonna die just like me. It's time for me to die. I'm 73. He gonna die just like me. Give him 10, 15 years. And watch the buzzers that be around him to try to pick every dime he got. And he can't even see that. Can't go in his heart. The richest man in the world, he can't go in his heart. He jump up, come out with dirty, nasty stuff. Oh, no. And all the people that follow him, they are stupid. Well-educated people. I can't understand it. I be trying to reason out why some of these smart guys and went to the greatest colleges and here go me, couldn't get out of high school, GED, but I got sense enough to see, not to follow them people. Those people going straight to hell. And just sit there and spurt out all kind of stuff. And every day, their time get shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. And before you know it, it's 2080. And then the whole thing done blew up in their face. Oh, time to go, oh God, please, God. God ain't gonna have no pity on you. God already tomorrow. And he already counted the people who he gonna save, and all the rest of them gonna burn in hell for eternity. That soul gonna be right there living right in your tail and forever. You gonna be burning for eternity. If there was an end to eternity, I could understand because they're looking for something to get out. But eternity, forever, I can't understand. I try all my heart to try to understand them. I can't understand them for nothing in the world. Eternity. Forever and ever. I'm in the fire. And oh God, I just give you life for righteousness. And righteousness is the thing to make it thing better for you, your kids, your family, and everything. But you rather take the other garbage. I can't understand for nothing in the world. I sit and make these little tapes because I hope I can find one or two people that just like me can see. But everybody that I meet, most all of them caught up in their emotions. And they don't even have the idea how to fight their emotions. And all it is a feeling. All things that make you feel good, kind of like the dope addict. Once he get that good feeling through the dope, that has to come to an end sometime too. Because the ultimate end is that you have to die. And I haven't seen nobody yet. Yeah, it's got some of the guys back in God time that didn't die. But I haven't seen nobody in my time or nowhere else around here that didn't die. It makes me so sick the way they just throw away this blessed gift that God gave us. They throw it away like it ain't nothing. Oh, no. And then they go walking on down the road. Nobody comes out down with the same way. I was the same way. But I had certain times in my life where I had to go down in my heart. I'm thinking about that time when my crisis was the Vietnam War, when all of them was running and hiding and going to other countries and bone spurs and everything else, so afraid of dying. And that's when I had to make a decision. You know, I think maybe that's what God seen. I put my life on the line. And that's what Jesus did. For they know not what they do. And that's just how the world seems to be today. I don't know how to change them. I'm not smart enough, not educated enough, and I'm definitely not that education thing with the different philosophies and stuff like that. I'm not educated enough. Only thing I could do is voice my opinion, just like I'm doing, in hope and wish from the bottom of my heart that somebody will pick it up and try to understand it. But I tell you, if you look down that road, that you hear how I think and talk and want people to be, I don't think you're going to turn it loose that easy. That means you begin to see your own faults. You begin to see your own faults. And once a man can see he ain't perfect, and he can see he care about his kids and his wife and their well-being, I think that thing kind of peels off on you. That's for you too. That's for you too. Then it started going all the way around the whole world. I wish that's the way to go. There's always room, endless room in heaven for all mankind. God just upset because we won't go through the tribulation. Born in sin and wrapped in iniquity. And he's sitting right outside that thing, and there goes you the one gotta decide. And you have to make the decision. And that devil is right there watching and see when he have to come in, because he can pick up every time you trying to do anything that's right. You think he ain't picked up on me, my mouth and everything, and my great hair and everything. I don't need none of this stuff how I am now. Only thing I want to be, I want to be a student for God. And when you get where you can be a student for God, everything gonna be perfect with you. I want to fly around in heaven. You know, I've already stored all my treasures up in heaven. God said, wherever your treasures at, that's where you'll be. So you know, I already started storing up all my treasures in heaven. I want to fly. I want to be able to create stuff. I want to be able to go to wrestle with the alligators and tussle with the lions, do the rhinos and everything. I used to fight, but I didn't want to fight because God is full of love. And them things can be just as nice to you as you are to them. And they can be on the whole planet. They are just there. And yeah, I like to run with the cheetah. He's so fast. But I'm just like lightning. Tick, I'm here. And that's how I really want my life to be. I don't want nothing in this world. Nothing. I used to have a fast car. Years ago, I was running in the 11s. I don't want nothing. I don't want no plane, I don't want nothing. This world ain't got nothing out for me. Only person got something out for me is God. That's my eternity. And I'm going to do everything that I can to follow every road he put before me to achieve what he want me to achieve and be a good, righteous person and care about all people and never hate nobody. Not even the animals will I hate. Never hate nothing that God created. Because I know that's what I'm going to be playing with, swimming with the gators and everything there. Just go take, I'm going to take 100 years, and I'm going to go up in a star and just, that old feeling that you be so crazy about, I'm going to let the one feeling shine through my whole body for 100 years and just lay there.